Your gut and your brain are in constant conversation, a dialogue that shapes mood, focus, energy, and even your longevity. We often think of the brain as the command center, but a lot of the research now shows that the gut sends more messages to the brain than the brain sends to the gut. This bidirectional network, known as the gut brain axis, is one of the most powerful regulators of human health. It's where digestion, emotion, and immunity intersect. I'm Christopher Gabriel, the founder of Life Science Performance, and today we're exploring again how your gut and brain communicate, how nervous system regulation impacts digestion, and how nutrition fuels the entire system, body, mind, and spirit. So, your gut is often called the second brain. In the gut, there are over 500 million neurons. That's about the same amount of neurons that are in a cat's brain, for all you internet lovers out there. All of that is connected through what's called the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the primary pathway linking the enteric nervous system to your central nervous system. This connection allows emotional states like stress, anxiety, or calm to directly influence gut motility, enzyme production, and nutrient absorption. When the nervous system is dysregulated, when we live in chronic fight or flight, blood flow and digestion slow down, and the microbiome becomes imbalanced. But on the other hand, when the body is in parasympathetic state, what we call rest and digest, the gut receives full communication from the brain and functions more optimally. This is why regulating the nervous system isn't just about emotional balance. It's foundational to digestion and nutrient uptake. Now, inside your gut, there are trillions of microbes. By some account, they might or may not outnumber our own cells in our body. They produce neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and GABA. These are the same chemicals that shape mood and cognition in our brains. In fact, about 90% of serotonin is produced in the gut. So, when the microbiome is diverse and balanced, these neurochemicals support stable mood, better sleep, and cognitive clarity. But on the other hand, when it's disrupted through processed foods, antibiotic use, or stress, the result can be inflammation, anxiety, brain fog, and poor recovery, say from a workout. This is where nutrition and mindset converge. The foods you eat literally instruct your microbes on what to produce. Fiber, polyphenols, and fermented foods act as signals, telling the microbiome to generate metabolites that can calm inflammation and support healthy brain chemistry. The vagus nerve is the messenger in this whole system. It carries information from the gut to the brain and the brain to the gut continuously. You can strengthen this connection through practice. Deep breathing, prayer, and mindfulness all stimulate vagal tone, which improves digestion, reduces inflammation, and stabilizes mood. In practical terms, every time you pause to breathe before eating or eat in a state of gratitude instead of distraction, you're quite literally training your body to digest more efficiently. Physiologically, this is measurable. You have higher vagal tone, which is linked to lower heart rate and improved gut motility. You also have a reduction in inflammatory cytokines that coincide with that state of parasympathetic calm. So, in that way, the state of your nervous system determines how your body receives and utilizes nutrition. Nutrition itself isn't just the fuel, it's also information. It's like data for your body and for your gut. Every nutrient, every fiber, every molecule acts as a signal that tells your cells and microbes how to behave. A diet rich in whole foods, phytonutrients, and fermented foods creates a microbiome that supports serotonin, GABA, and short chain fatty acids, all of which feed and protect your brain. Conversely, ultra processed foods high in refined oils and sugars can disrupt the microbial balance, increasing inflammation and dysregulation. The science continues to confirm this, that the health of your gut shapes the health of your mind, and the health of your mind determines the state of your gut. It's a dynamic feedback loop regulated through nutrition, your breath, and your mindset. When the scripture speaks about renewal, about peace that passes understanding, it's not separate from the body. True renewal involves the physical system that God designed for connection. The gut-brain axis is one of those connections. It's a living example of how faith, physiology, and behavior intersect. So through daily practices that calm the nervous system and through food that nourishes the microbiome, as well as through faith that centers our mind, you align the entire system towards balance. The science calls this homeostasis. The scripture sometimes calls it shalom, or wholeness and peace. So to wrap things up, the gut-brain axis teaches us something profound. Our biology was built for harmony. When you regulate your nervous system and you feed your microbiome with living food and you cultivate a practice in faith and gratitude, you're not just healing your gut, you're transforming your entire state of being. It's a powerful truth. I'm Christopher Gabriel, and this is Life Science Performance, the science of health and performance.